things can stay cool. I mean, it is like the fans' experience from the time they get here in the morning, food, restroom, shade, free water, all of that. Like, we pain over that. So that was a long-winded answer to say we ate a lot of food yesterday. Just honestly sampling, like, hey, where's this going to go? What's this? Let's tweak this. I like that. Let's shrink that. So, but it was great. I mean, the team is ready to go.
Talking to Nathan Grube, the tournament director here at the Travelers Championships, we were trying to describe how amazing this tournament is. Besides how you take care of the players and take care of the caddies and their families, how you make it such a fan-friendly place. And then at the end of the day, after all of this amazing stuff, you give $3 million to charity.
Yeah, you can keep talking about how amazing you are. Go ahead. I don't want to cut you off.
No,
we'll skip this next commercial. Keep going.
That's the thing people don't realize is how, over your tenure, over the 20 years you've been here, and Andy Bissett and Travelers taking over this, you build on it every year. Yeah. It's almost like the foundation 20 years ago. You've been building. I've been covering it for 10 years. It gets better every year. You had a little slowdown during COVID. Yeah. That didn't stop you from being charitable when there were no fans. It didn't stop you guys from looking forward all the time. Like Andy and you sit down and you're already thinking of 2025.
100%.
It's never ending.
We're 372 days away from next year's tournament. But I'm just saying.
You're already thinking like that.
But there literally is no joke. There's a 25 folder that we've already started.
Right.
Because you only get to see this thing built out for 1 week, right? It's like you think you understand everything. You pour people in it and you're like, oh, okay, let's do that different. So, but Rob, to your point, like at the end of the day, like boil it all down to the fact that we are running a professional sports franchise. The PGA Tour gave us this year one of the top events on tour out of 45 markets across the country. Tour. At the end of the day, I mean, call it winning championships, whatever you want to say, our championship is giving more to charity than we did last year. And when Travelers took over, this tournament was generating $300,000 for charity. Awesome number. Tremendous. It was great.
Yeah.
Then it went to 500. Then it went to 600. Then it went to 800. And we're going to we crossed 3 million last year.
Unreal.
And we're going to be north of that. And it's
Unreal.
people are like, oh, the purse is so much. That's a lot of money sometimes because it's $20 million this year. So put it in this context. When Travelers took over, the purse was $4 million. So the purse is $20 million. So it's gone up 5x. When Travelers took over on charity, it was $300,000, and we're north of $3 million. So the charitable contributions have gone up 10x.
Yeah.
So proportionally double of what the purse has gone up. So we take that very seriously. And you guys know this. My favorite day of the year, in the fall, when we get to invite all these charities, we hand out the checks, we hear the stories of how these communities are impacted, how these charities are doing ridiculously amazing work in the community. And like the better we do our job, the more money we're going to give to charity. So I mean that's a motivator for us. So.
All right, I'm not being corny on this. I swear.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
When I was writing liners for Dibble.
Oh, do we get your? Oh my gosh. Okay, bring it. I wasn't ready for this. All right, go.
No,
yes.
I'm not ready.
I don't even know. Wait. So he's talking about nicknames.
I know you're.
He's worried about what you're going to say.
I was worried about nicknames. Yes.
Next.
I am not ready for that.
Okay.
Yet,
Okay.
sir.
Fair. Okay.
Gosh, I'm
okay.
glad you brought that up.
No.
I got to get my list.
No, don't we go? Where's
no.
the mute? Don't we go to commercial whenever he starts this, Rob? We did this last year. We're like, and thank you to our sponsors. When Ben starts.
Leave Nathan alone when it comes to. He's got enough on his plate.
Like I have to pretend they're okay. They're terrible. I'm sorry. Keep going, Ben. What were you going to say?
Victor Hovland's here. Do you think he knows that his nickname is Victor H to the OV? Hob.
I actually
I
kind of chuckled out loud, but can we record this so that like we can re-show?
Recorded.
Okay.
Whitmer told me
OV.
Jake Knapp might be available later in the week, and I said, "Oh, the Napster."
Oh, wow.
And he looked at me like, "Oh, you know him?"
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good buds.
No,
Came up with that nickname.
I thought
Mike doesn't know your corny
I thought you
nicknames.
said we weren't doing this. You literally said
well,
no
you got
nicknames.
me started on it. We
stop.
weren't doing it.
Stop.
All right, so what I really was doing was writing liners for our sponsors.
Got it.
I
Okay,
literally
okay.
did not know what the Travelers Insurance tagline was.
You didn't.
And do you know? I don't want to put you on the spot if you don't know. If you do, but it jumped out at me when I was reading it today. Remarkable things happen when people care.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Like that sounds like something that you would write. And just driving around
either
here.
Thank you, I think.
Driving around here,
Yeah.
I see some of the same people I've been seeing for 10 years. The same people will be working the same job, and it's not because like they're great at that. They want that. They're so good at what they do out here, and they want to make sure that everyone is having the best time as well. Every volunteer, every person you have staff, just takes so much care and respect to this tournament and to their job and to their duty, that I think that's what individually every person, even people that aren't a part of your staff, that live in Cromwell, care so much about this tournament and how their job is done to the fullest, to a 10 out of a 10.
So I honestly don't think I could have said it better than that. All right, and I'm being serious that people ask what makes us different, and I honestly think it's because of how much people care. I think every single – we just had a meeting with our food and beverage team, kind of how did today go, blah, blah, blah. Every single one of them, like you can see it on their face, they care. About 2 hours ago, we met with all the temp staff that's going to be working. They're all jazzed up. They're excited. It's personal. And they care.
Right.
So, you hear teams talk about this in other sports, like the home field advantage. Okay, like if we can get the home stand, we can do this. Home field advantage in any sport, there's a home field advantage. I've told you guys this. When a player came to us who was from Canada, and he said, "I have no idea how you do it, but this is a home game for every single player, and somehow you figure out a way to make us all feel like it's a home game." And for like a player to say that, and I'm like, man, that's what we want.
Right.
Like when it's a home game, people are behind you. People care. They cheer for you when you do well. They pick you up when you have a rough thing. And for him to say, man, it feels like a home game for me, and you don't even know who I am. Like that was the biggest compliment, and it comes from people that care.
Was that Canadian Corey Crawford?
Oh dear
or
goodness!
Was that tailor-made Pendrith? Which one was?
We want Nathan to come back during the week. My God, he's going to avoid this spot. It'll be on his phone.
I commend your creativity, but man, we got to work on that a little bit.
I know they're getting on the map though.
You know who would like to work on that is Andy.
Yeah,
I could see Andy over some ice cream.
Yes,
on nicknames
and pizza on nicknames with Ben.
Oh, 100%, and we would have to walk away. Like they would go on for an hour, being like H to the O to the V, and people didn't get to see you move. I mean, are you streaming this?
Yes,
because when you were moving to the H to the O to the V, that was
a part of the nickname.
Here.
Explain some of these things. All right, this is new to me. Out in the range, there's these like tripod black things. Is this new TrackMan technology? Like, what are these little sensor things?
So we can launch satellites from the Travelers Championship now with those things. No.
Missiles.
So what we did is we built bleachers here for the fans, and I'm waving my arm and I'm looking very thoughtful to the people on the radio. But we built an experience on the range this year, and we set up TrackMan behind all the things, all the stalls. So there's a huge video board to the right that you can't see, but if you sit in the bleachers, it's like a massive video board that shows all the shot tracer stuff. Hey,
on each player.
That's insane. It lists, so it'll be like, hey, so and so hit it 350 yards, so and so hit it here, and then so all the players can see it, the fans can see it. So when you guys are done, get down there and take a look at it. So Ben Darnell, 143-yard drive, stuff like that. So, but I'm sure yours will be longer than that.
Rob Dibble, 200 feet into the 200 yards into the woods.
Rob Dibble,
and
please.
He hit that deer in the head. Oh my God.
Rob Dibble, please see security.
What a shot. What a shot. All right, some other things we noticed. We were walking 9.
Yeah.
We were talking about course changes.
Yeah.
The fescue is noticeable.
Listen, I love it. I think
that's a combination.
Do you want a Fresca?
Yes. I think that's a new drink that we serve. Yeah. That was, dude, your street cred for agronomy went so far down.
Fescue.
For those of you who want Ben to come help you with your yard, I would not recommend it.
I think I did say Frescue.
You did.
I let it go.
To a groundskeeper.
I let it go earlier when you said Frescue.
Yeah, we're not letting it go.
So anywho.
So yes, there's lots of soda cans around the back of the 9th green. Frescue, it's a new flavor. No, so they made some new changes to the golf course, but you noticed one sort of on 9. They made the green smaller on 9, a little harder to hit. They made the green on 11 a little bit smaller. They narrowed the fairway on 1, narrowed the fairway on 6, grew some rough on the hill on 12. The tour came in, and they look at the course every year, and they're calling them competitive enhancements. And the players who have been out here, they're like, oh, I love that. Oh, I like that. They got to make that thing. In fact, Xander was texting from the course going, what'd you do to 9 green? Like, man, look, I had to think where the pin was and stuff like that. So the guys, they're thinking their way around the golf course, and that was the whole intent.
Where's the pizza?
Well,
not for us. I'm just saying, where's the pizza maker? Because the way Andy described this, a Sikorsky, one of those tank movers, picked up the pizza thing and brought it somewhere here on the course.
Listen, it was an Italian, it was made in Italy. These things, it was 6,000 pounds. It was something crazy. I know you could bench that in your day, but it was. They had to bring a bigger forklift in, and on the back lawn, it's open to the public. It's this huge, big Italian pizza experience where it's these single serving pies. It's pretty cool. We try to give the fans something kind of fun to experience every single year. So
after the
that's a fun one.
After the putt-putt.
You going to pizza after putt-putt?
Yeah.
Only if you win. Okay, how about this? How about place? How about just place? I've told you this, dude. He was so nervous. You had a putt to win one year.
I know.
And you were leaning over that thing.
It was easier to pitch in the World Series and make that putt.
So you were
the money's going to charity.
I literally stuck the microphone in your face, and you're like, "Get out of my face, Grube. This is a really important putt." I'm like, "Damn. Okay, got it." Anyway, yeah. So that's coming back.
What's something this week you're excited about that most people may not know? Like if they've come out year in, year out. I mean, signature events, one thing with the no cut, that's pretty cool as well. You got so much, like even our venue, I feel is closer to the green. The fan shop, what you just said with the Trackman stuff, that's an awesome gallery.
I mean, even the fans being allowed to go around the fan shop now and stand there over the practice driving range and the green now.
So this whole experience down here at the practice facility, we've tried to make it more engaging, right? You guys are basically on top of them. They're going to throw balls up at you, like if you're being too loud.
Oh, no,
and then
DJ Singh hated my voice. Yeah. He used to give me death stares.
He admired it. That was admiration. Like, he wanted you to bring him a Fresca. So, I'm sorry, Fescue. So I think the fan experience on the range is one that's going to be awesome. I think that we have frozen margaritas this year. I'm looking at 9 on 9 green, which I'm excited about.
Casamigos.
We have Casamigos. We have 7 stations that have cooling benches. Have you guys sat on the air conditioning benches yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, they're life changer.
They are.
You sit on an air conditioned bench. It's absolutely amazing.
You're gonna want one for your
you are.
People are calling you. I'm watching your phone.
No.
Your watch. I have the same watch. People are calling.
I'm holding
Nathan
it.
while he's doing. He's like,
I'm not looking. And then we also have 4 venues on property that are air conditioned, shade, free to the fans. So we want to make sure people have a good time. We have free water at all of our first aid stations. We put in a new big hydration station this year. So it's, we're trying to take care of people over there while they're out here.
What's success for you? What is success?
More money to charity and pride. Here, Connecticut residents, Massachusetts residents, people be like, yes. Like, this is what we're capable of as a community, as an event. Like, when you're on 18 on Sunday and that last putt drops and you see the pride on people's faces, like, man, this is killing. We're part of it. So I think charity dollars and pride are probably the 2 biggest things that get me going. I mean, if somebody were to walk away just, oh, God, this is terrible, and they're bummed, like, that would break my heart. Like, I think this community needs to be so proud of putting this thing on.
You are the best, and I know you got to go, and I appreciate your time.
And
so we'll talk to you during the week. And thank you, Nathan Grube, for being so amazing to us.
What are we going to do with his nicknames?
Oh, my God. You can ban him from the course if you want.
My goodness.
We're coming up with some good ones.
I really hope that segment isn't sponsored, because that sponsor is going to call in and be like, we don't want Darnell to sponsor the nickname section.
It's a signature segment, actually.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back with Dibbles and Bits.